Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Mike from Pure Hustle Podcast here, and today is an exciting day because I'm actually going to some garage sales, which, it's been something I've missed a lot. I know a lot of you guys have been itching to get back out there to garage sales or thrift stores, and, I've got a list. I've got a list of garage sales that I can go to today. There's about 11 or 12 of them in an area, and so I'm excited, and I'll try and get a little bit of footage while I'm there, but more importantly, I will show you guys what I got and kind of do a little quick haul video after this, so stick around. This should be good, I hope. Anyways, peace! All right, so I made it back to my warehouse, and let me just say, today was a bizarre day of garage sales. I'll show a little bit of footage of while I was out there. I didn't get tons, but I got some really cool things, so I'm super excited to show you. But man, it was an interesting day. It was fun to be back out there, and a lot of times I go garage selling, and it's just clothes or shoes that I'm picking up, but this time it was all really unique items. So let's jump right into these. All right, so the first thing that I picked up was a board game. I actually picked up two board games. These board games are, not huge money makers. I'll probably make $10, $15 off each one of these. Luckily, I was able to get them for $1. And that's the nice thing with a lot of these kinds of board games is you can get them cheap. If they're new in box, so they're sealed, that's obviously better. But this, obviously, you see this pirate one is not sealed, but I'm still going to make some money off of it. It is complete, so that's always a good thing. So I'm excited about that. And when your day starts with pirates, it is going to be good. All right, the next thing I have for you is, this is probably the money maker. Like, this is the thing that's going to make me the most money while my whole trip. So I looked at these Wi-Fi extender mesh something. I'm not even exactly 100% sure what they are, but the guy was selling them for $5 each. And I was really nervous when I got to his place because I'm listening to him talk about how they've already sold half their stuff. People were getting there an hour early. And so I'm like, man, I missed out. And I'm about ready to walk away, and I see this box with these two boxes here, and I start to look at them, and he's like, those are worth a ton of money, and I've never actually used them. I tried to set them up, and I got something else for my house. And sure enough, I look these things up, and they're going for over $250, getting close to $300, even used. And I picked up two of them, right? So two boxes, double. I paid $10 both. This is going to be a huge money maker. So, today was good as far as that. All right, the next thing is pretty interesting because they're these hang-up shoe boot things, inversion boots, I guess. I'm not comfortable enough trying them, even though I have done some upside-down stuff before, like on rings or whatever, but I do not trust to put these boots on. But they're like brand new condition, and I paid $2 for this entire thing. It has whatever you hang on to and the boots, and you can tell that it's new-ish. It hasn't been heavily used. He said he never used it, but I obviously can't sell it as new in box. But I should be able to get, upwards of $40, $50, maybe even more for these boots. Some of them are selling for, $75 or more. So super excited about these boots. These will make money, but man, what a weird thing, right? Like an upside down. And right now, obviously, gym equipment is big. So who knows? This might be a quick selling item. All right, the next one is a heartbreaker. So I'm reading this thing. I see this at this garage sale, and it's like Baxter or something that I could tell, some kind of maybe medical equipment. And I start looking it up, and I'm seeing just crazy comps. And I'm just trying to scroll through really quick to try and find this exact model. And I'm seeing similar models or models like this going for $300, $400, $500. I don't know, some things with the same brand. I don't know if it was the same type of item, but we're going for upwards of $1,000. So I'm like, hearts racing. I'm excited. And I try to open this thing up, and you know what it is? It's a used toolbox. Somebody's using it as a toolbox of just some junky miscellaneous tools. So I technically didn't lose any money on this, but it's one of those things where I'm thinking to myself, I've made this money. Like, I can't believe I found this, especially because on the toolbox, well, it wasn't a toolbox, it was the medical equipment box, but on the box, it said, I think $5 or $10, I think it's $10. And I'm like, I'm going to make so much money on this. And it was a bust. So definitely left heartbroken, but at least I didn't waste any money. I've made that mistake many, many times before. All right, next is this cool Patagonia bag. Nothing special other than the fact that I only paid $5 for it. And I was wearing a Patagonia hat at the time, so, I kind of felt cool, like, hey, I found this thing. And I can't find exact comps for this, but I found similar ones and, paying only $5. Actually, I was able to pay only $4 because I only had a 10 and 4 $1 bills and he didn't have any change on them. So I got it for $4, even though it says $5. I couldn't talk him down, but when he didn't have change, he kind of forced himself down. So it's a cool little trade right there. And so I'm excited to sell this or use it. I don't know. I'm kind of starting to like some Patagonia stuff. And then finally, the weirdest thing that I picked up. I actually have one more money item that I'm going to show you in a minute. But the weirdest, most bizarre thing that I picked up, and maybe some of you guys are like, oh, it's not that weird, but I've never actually seen one in person, is this super crazy cool pachinko machine. I saw this and I see that it's kind of beat up. It obviously needs a lot of work. It's not in great condition, but I also know that, a little bit of work, a little bit of shine, I could get a piece of plexiglass. I could have something here running and working really cool. And I thought, hey, maybe I can make some money on this. They were asking $50 for it. And I started to look up some comps. And of course, I did the eBay comp lookup thing. And I'm seeing that some similar machines with the same brand are selling for, over $200. Obviously, some of them are shipping, some of them are local pickup. And so I was like, hey, if I can get this at a good price. They wanted 50. I talked them down to 40. But then one of the bummers is I get home and I'm really excited about this. And I'm looking it up and I just look up pachinko machine on OfferUp and I see there's probably like 10 of them listed in my area, all of them in probably similar condition. None of them seem to really be working, but people are wanting anywhere from like $50 to $100 for them, some of them $40. And so this isn't like a gold mine find, but I think it'll be fun. And I think if I can get this thing running and I turn it into a neat little project, I might actually be able to make some money on it. So, I might stick around my office a little bit late tonight and play some pachinko as I work on fixing this. Needs a new piece of glass, a little bit of work, a little bit of cleanup. And if nothing else, it'll be cool on my wall. It's what else besides garage sales can you go out not knowing you want something or need something or something that's cool, and then you find it and you can get it for so cheap, sell it, make a ton of money. So it ended up being cool. And my last thing, this one is really neat. Same person I bought the pachinko machine from, I picked up this really cool USPS truck. Now, the person had 4 trucks available and they were all different. This one actually was the one worth the most money and they were charging the least for it. While I was there, they had like these signs that were like eBay prices. But then at first I was like, oh, great, like eBay prices. But they said these are just suggestions. I could tell, were only looking up listeds and not like what it was the list price and not what it sold for, because they charged the least for this one, which is worth the most. And their other trucks, which were not worth as much, they were charging way more because that's what people had them listed for. So I only picked up this one truck, but it's kind of cool, collectible. It should be a quick sale, and I paid $40 for it. So I paid up a little bit, but I think I should be able to make over $100 on it. So if nothing else, it pays for the pachinko machine, and then, getting that thing fixed up and, having lots of fun. So anyways, just a weird day I didn't expect. And if any of you guys know anything about pachinko, you're familiar with this kind of machine or just the game in general, hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you have any tips on restoration. I'm sure I could find some YouTube videos or whatever, but I'd love for you guys to reach out to me. So anyways, you guys are awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are able to get out doing some garage sales, and don't forget, check out our podcast, our update episode coming up soon. We've got a live coming up tomorrow if you're catching this video when it releases right now, and check out our videos because we've got a lot going on. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Peace.